I want to talk about, we all know about in the US, we have the Magnificent Seven, right? The Magnificent Seven is Apple and Google and Nvidia and Facebook, well, Meta now, and all these amazing stocks that have created generational wealth for many, many, many millions of Americans. Okay. So I'm always actually interested in what's happening around the world as well, right? And we know since the pandemic, actually, the Chinese economy is not doing as well as it should be doing, but I have a feeling they're coming out of it because I can see the underlying stocks. As you guys know, Alibaba is one of my favorites. I came across this, and I'm really, really interested in this. When it does come out, it's going to come out sometime. It's going to be approved sometime middle of May, late May, which is coming up. So they have created an ETF. Um, so in the US, by the way, the symbol for the Magnificent Seven ETF is MAGS, MAGS, kind of fitting, right? And so now what they did is the same company who created that ETF is creating an ETF for the Magnificent Eight in China. Eight is a lucky number in China, by the way. So I think this is something we should be looking at. I'll make my point, or I'll prove it why I think you guys should be looking at it. And so Roundhill Investment, which is the same company that created the MAGS ETF, is coming out with LCKY, which let's call it lucky, right? And this is going to be the Magnificent Eight in China. These are the massive, massive billions of dollars of the company. So the holdings are going to be Tencent Holdings, which is these are all massive conglomerates, right? So Alibaba, Meituan, Boyd is the BYD, is the Tesla of China, Xiaomi, which is the Apple of China, PDD Holdings, which is the Amazon of China. And you guys know I love PDD, or PDD is Pinduoduo, which is the owner of Temu or Tamu. I don't know how to pronounce these things. JD.com is like the Google of China, or Baidu.com is the Google of China. JD is more like the Meta of China, right? So according to Roundhill's SEC filings on May 17th, these names were chosen due to their market dominance in technology innovation. I agree. So I am interested in this. When it does come out, I will pay close attention to it. The symbol is going to be LCKY. Keep an eye on it. That's going to be the comparable to MAGS in the US, MAGS, the Magnificent Seven. The SEC approval should launch about this summer. I would say probably late May, early June. Please pay attention to it. Make a mental note, but more importantly, start following it. Why do I like this? I like participating if China is going to come out of their recession. Exactly. Not that they are in one, but the growth has really slowed down. If they come out, guns blazing, I think LCKY or Lucky probably will outdo MAGS in the US. And there is one actually existing Chinese ETF, and it goes back to 2014. You guys can see the chart. It's the Crane Share CSI China Internet ETF. This is mostly internet stocks, and this is a lot more diversified than the concentrated 8 that Lucky is going to be. Look at it, right? Okay, so in 2014, it was about $30. Guess what? 2024, we're still at $30 a share on the ETF. Now, why do I like ETFs? They're very low cost, right? There's no slippage. But obviously, during the pandemic, we know what happened to all stocks around the globe. This thing was close to $100 a share, right? And then COVID hit, and coming out of COVID, Chinese economy slowed down. We're back to 30, but it is just getting ready to go. So I like it. I like the timing of it. Again, this is long term. You want to participate in the Chinese economy coming out of their doldrums. This is definitely something you can look at. The symbol on this one is KWEB. And the new one that's going to come out is, which is the Magnificent Eight of China, which I believe it's going to outperform this, is LCKY. So please pay attention. And all I know is I think China is going to start outperforming the globe. And I mean, again, we don't recommend things here, but my opinion is you definitely need to start diversifying, because I think U.S. market is absolutely out of control.